Do you honestly believe that Justice League is on par, better, or worse than Black Panther?
I mean, if you look at like,
you came in a Justice League shirt. That's why I'm asking you this.
If you look at the story, yes or no, is
Justice League better? Yes or no? DC Universe is better? Yes or no?
That's the question.
DC Universe may be flawed, but I don't need to.
In fact, you know what? For the rest of the day, we just need to cover this up.
Welcome back. And we are going to talk about Black Panther.
Let us start with the Black Panther. This was really huge because it's Marvel and I'm a Marvel fanboy. You guys are a Marvel fanboy. And to see Marvel bring the Black Panther, give him his own movie, create this ecosystem, create this universe with all these black characters and all these. Look, for me, it was like the only thing I didn't do was shed tears at the premiere because I was just like, yo, this is dope. Black Panther was everything I hoped it would be. It wasn't too much. Like when I went to the cinema, I didn't know what I was expecting because there had been so many trailers and so many scenes, and I wasn't really sure what direct path he was going to take. But it was great. Like to steal, I think it was Ejiro said it, but it was like the ultimate Nigerian movie. Like I felt so comfortable.
I think the only thing lacking was the Nigerian sounds.
You know,
yeah, those would have killed it. But
yeah, so I mean, for me,
oh yeah, and Patience was awful. I feel like she would have been an equally good Ramunda. Omi.
Well, I think I thought it was a really good movie because I was hyped for the character ever since I saw him in Civil War. And like you saw him stealing the show. I think like someone mentioned, Ejiro, one of them mentioned that he stole the show from Captain America. Yeah. And he was the standout character. So I was obviously hyped for it. And I thought it was a very good movie. Like I think the plot was good. Getting Ryan Coogler on board was very good.
Dixie?
It was fantastic. I loved it. I would actually give it like an 8.5, maybe even a 9. I have a few issues with it, but they're nothing too big. Black Panther was really important to me. Seeing Black Panther the first time in Civil War was really, really powerful for me. And then for him to get his own movie. And then for me to realize this movie isn't just about, it's not just about some superheroes fighting, it's actually about representation and belonging. And they went beyond just that in the movie, but then to come to the African continent and take our fashion and our music. I know people complain about the soundtrack and how, it's only Kendrick Lamar, but they actually sampled some South African musicians. I don't think they could have sampled the whole of Africa. But shout out to Ruth Carter because her coming, like sending people down to Ghana and letting them buy our kente. Did you see T'Chaka's kente fabric with the Aiden Crust symbols in there? Like, how amazing is it for us to see like us represented in such a way? I mean, Coogler may not have meant for it to be like a black empowerment movie, but there was a message there.
What's up?
Cover that up.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
Oh man, I have actually never been so excited to see a movie like
a Marvel movie.
No, a movie in general.
A movie.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
I watched Dark Knight Rises, all of them. I watched them because they were showing, and I could go, get the ticket. But with Black Panther, like once the press tour started, once you got word that Black Panther gets this film, I've been excited from that very moment, and on Thursday I was,
emotional,
right? Yeah. And to just have all that excitement to go and watch the movie, and the excitement never leaves, and it stays throughout the movie and after the movie, it was overwhelming. Like after the credits finished rolling, I was just so emotional about the movie because it was perfect for me. Yeah, it was a great movie, and it's so awesome that just think about the little kids who are going to grow up watching this movie and the kind of hope they might feel for Africa, for black people. It's deep. Like people are trying to undermine it. Yeah, undermine it and say, oh, we're way too excited. But life imitates art sometimes, and
True.
you never know how a movie like this is going to impact future generations. It brings hope.
Yeah.
It's a hopeful movie.
Deep.
And
Really deep. Yeah, yeah, very, very deep.
yeah,
Are you crying?
of course. So I actually wore this shirt ironically because I'm tired of DC shit. Alright.
Hey.
Wow. Wow.
Nobody even remembers Aquaman is coming out this year.
Oh, come on, we do.
No, nobody remembers.
We do, we're fine.
Charlie, I can't follow these two dramatic human beings. So from watching the trailers, I was really, really excited. As soon as I saw the kaftan, I was like, yes. Like already in my mind, I started to decide what I would wear and everything. And it's funny because the movie didn't, I don't want to say it didn't live up to my expectations, but it wasn't what I expected. Like from watching all the Marvel movies, I expected action and then I liked it because it was something completely different. There were action scenes, but the action scenes weren't like the centerpieces as much. And everything in it, like for me, actually liking the villain and siding with the villain and the story unfolding and all the family stuff, it was a really, really good movie. I really, really enjoyed it.
The movie was powerful. Yes, I'll give it that. But I went to see the movie with zero sentiments because in pushing the movie, there were quite a number of extremists. And I didn't like that. I felt like even though it's African culture or Black African culture or African American culture, whichever one it is, it should be inclusive. There were points where people couldn't really say. I felt like the movie, we can't truly tell if it was a good movie because there were some people who were afraid to say what they wanted to say about the movie. And I didn't like that. So I went to see this movie with zero sentiments and I went in as objective as I could be. And it was a great movie. It was a very different tone for Marvel. It was a switch up.
I'll give it a 9.
Wow.
So definitely the African feel to it because I feel it came at a very right time with the kind of stuff that's happening. In terms of the culture, it was really solid. It's a movie that like storyline on point. You're just checking it out and it flows. It's really exciting. Like we all saw the trailers and for me, I kind of felt like from seeing the trailers going into the movie, it was more like the action scenes. But I go and then the action scenes are not
That much.
Yeah. I was actually in love much more with the story than all the effects and then the action scenes. So it was a really exciting movie.
Yeah.
I actually think that the plot was pretty tight. Chekhov's gun, right?
Yeah.
The whole story thing, like if you introduce something,
Yes,
it
those
comes
were
back
good
later on,
things.
yes.
Yeah.
Everything, I believe that everything that was introduced
Was used.
had a payoff.
Yeah,
was
perfectly.
used.
Yeah.
From
Killmonger's kid.
Killmonger being a kid, from Shuri talking about the sonic vibrations, messing up with the suits, like everything.
Yeah.
had its
That was
and-
perfect.
Yeah.
But it was the
I think
speed.
everything they included was the speed. What do you mean by the speed?
Yeah, I was talking about the pacing.
The pacing was bad.
The pacing was really, really.
It
I
was-
understand.
wait,
I get
wait,
it that
wait,
time
wait.
no
No,
deal.
listen. No,
What are you guys?
listen.
What are you guys looking for?
No, it's not even that.
We have
There was
a
a part of the
134
movie where it
minute
went
movie.
flat.
True. Did you come out of the movie feeling like you didn't understand some things or you didn't have enough?
Yes. Yes.
Like
What did you not
Actually,
understand?
I had a question.
Yes, ask us.
In this, the question was simple. They didn't satisfactorily explain to me how acquisition of vibranium just made them technological giants.
Okay, so if every civilization is starting, and one civilization gets into like a disease or something, you understand that their advancement will be
Yeah,
Slow down.
health.
exactly. If you are going to start, people are making their weapons out of wood and metal.
Exactly.
And people are making your weapons from day one vibranium.
Vibranium. Cool.
Apart from that, it's like if you're making batteries and things, you're using lithium and things. Or
Yeah,
something else.
and you're
You're
using.
using vibranium. So
True.
in every little thing that they were doing from day one, in fighting adaptation,
They used to
they are
fight
killing
among
them.
themselves a lot.
They used to fight, yeah,
And
among
war
themselves.
always-
Track back to everything you know about Marvel because the movie is not a silo, right? So Marvel has told us different stories about vibranium as we've gone. We know about the history of Tony Stark's father.
Yeah.
We know about Captain America. So all of that stuff comes together. So even when you see Eric Stevens in the museum talking about no, it's vibranium, you know what vibranium is. You are caught up. It's not like we now have to explain what vibranium is and things. The movie, it flows. Do you understand? Yeah, some parts could have been shorter. Some like I thought
Can
the casino
we not
scene was
ignore the
quite
mythicism inside of
long, right?
this?
I
as
thought
well?
the casino scene was quite long. Shout out to Skyfall, but you know the whole
Yeah.
You know, it was like as soon as that scene happened, I was like, oh shit, Skyfall, right? But I thought that was too long. You know, I would have liked to spend a lot more time in Wakanda, getting to know, like we never saw their food, we never saw their rituals.
We did.
They had suya. They had suya in the market.
I didn't see the market.
By the way, talking about
They had
Wakanda,
suya fry in here.
did anyone get a
roasting or
Star
whatever.
Wars vibe? Like I thought it was Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
The entire vibe was just that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I just felt
Yes.
like
Yes.
all colorful characters.
Yeah.
When it comes to the visuals, Brian Coogler overdid everything. I couldn't dream up what he dreamt up for.
It was so
Wakanda.
good.
It was
so vibrant.
Because
it was so colorful.
This
The
may
colours
sound
are amazing.
odd, but when they were showing the streets of Wakanda, I was like, this is really Afrocentric because it didn't look out of place in Africa, but it looked advanced.
With the dust and everything.
Everything seemed.
They have the technology behind them as well.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's amazing.
Like the overarching.
Like it's Africa and then it's tech on top of it. And it's Africa and then it's tech on top.
Yeah,
and it's culture and it's tech.
Afrofuturistic.
Beautiful.
That's what it is. So
But
shout
did you
out
guys
to
see the
Enedi and
concept?
everybody else who
The
has
concept
done this.
I checked out a few of the concept
They
albums.
didn't reach where the concept art
Art
was.
was,
yeah.
The concept art was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They didn't go all the way.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't want to pay
Overdo
for
it, maybe.
extra CGI.
What do you guys think about T'Challa as a character?
He was underwhelming compared to
Honestly.
Civil War.
Yes.
Even if you have your suits and you have the heart heart herb, okay, whatever. Even if you have those two things and you're able to take on like Bucky and Captain America, blah, blah, blah. Without those things, you should be able to take on a normal human.
Yes.
Yeah. He's supposed to know every single martial art on it, like 100 And like even the casino, I feel like Okoye was doing a much better job.
True.
He just has the two guys.
Yeah, and
But
he just.
you know they mentioned her that she's the best warrior they have.
They have.
I remember they mentioned that.
Yeah.
So I have the feeling that she might be even better than.
I remember in the cartoon, like he had the suits and two of the dogs.
They beat him up.
They did.
They beat him up, and they told him that he was a kid, like he didn't know anything.
Which is what they almost did to Killmonger.
Yeah.
Like, because man,
Till he
the way
gets-
they went at him to take off that necklace.
Yeah.
But
No, this is the important thing. T'Challa is what kind of
yeah, exactly.
he's too emotional.
Yeah, but we don't need that, Charlie.
No, but that's what T'Challa is at the moment.
good man.
And throughout the comic, he does the same thing. For
Yeah.
him, he kills at. You know,
No,
it's,
but
it's,
that-
it's,
but
it's,
that's-
it's
but
absolutely
that's-
necessary.
that's
and you
also
saw
very
that,
removed
and you
from the
saw
T'Challa
that.
we
No,
saw
but
in
you
Captain
no,
America.
you
Yes.
saw
Yes,
that.
Because that T'Challa was looking for revenge.
Yes.
He was out to deal with Buck. The whole
But he
movie
is
was
done, but-
Black Panther.
No,
yes,
he was done.
I mean, really.
But that's
So
the thing.
what
He
is
was
this guy
ready to
doing?
kill Claw, but he wasn't ready to kill M'Baku.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Baku
When
was a
he's
different.
fueled by
Question,
anger, when he's
question.
fueled by rage, he can.
Could
But
he
then,
kill M'Baku? That's the question.
could he have killed M'Baku?
Yes,
He could have. He
Yes,
would
he could have killed
have.
M'Baku.
He would have.
And I
He
feel the
would
fight
have.
with Killmonger.
He would have.
Killmonger was in his head. The whole situation, finding out
Yeah,
that his dad
he was.
did everything.
And,
No,
and,
no,
and,
no.
and you see
Killmonger
it
was
even
not in his
further.
head.
You see it even further
Yeah,
when he
he just
kills
shan't.
Zuri.
Yeah, he shan't.
And now it's like he can't even think anymore. He's
Yeah.
forgotten all of his training. He's just like this kid who's just like lashing
Yeah.
out.
But that's not an excuse, and that's exactly what Killmonger said.
Yes,
this
he can't be
kid
a
is
king.
not ready to.
But
be
he
a king.
wasn't.
Yeah.
But he said it. He said it himself. He said it to his father when he was sent to the ancestral plane. He said, "I'm not ready to be king yet."
Yeah, true. He
All
did say
right.
that.
But
So-
you didn't say
so-
I'm not ready to be Black Panther yet. We just saw you. You see, this is my the exact same
But
problem
he
I had.
wasn't Black
This is
Panther
the
when he was
exact
getting his
same
butt beat.
problem I
Can I
had
say ass
with
on this show?
Spider-Man Homecoming. Because you have Spidey dealing with the Avengers. And then when we see his own movie, he's a twat.
Yeah.
And then we see Black Panther jumping. I mean, look at the rooftop scene in Civil War. Look at that scene.
Even the
look
scene
at the
where
car
Bucky-
chase.
Bucky
Look
came
at the
into the
Bucky
office.
scene.
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
last one
Yeah,
where they are fighting in the.
I think the triple kick is the
Let
best.
me supply
Yeah,
something,
but-
right? When your emotions are in it, you see, T'Challa at the time was fighting because his father had died. You get it? What Killmonger at the time was fighting because his father had, like, his whole life was passion. It was like a Sasuke kind of Japanese movie. You came and you killed my father. So the motivations as well, because in like these things, flashing things.
Yeah.
Please let's not
Based
talk
on
about Flash.
motivation.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it.
Okay, true.
So my favorite character in the movie was M'Baku, and I don't know, Winston Duke really with the accent.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fellow Winnie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Winston Duke. Yeah, that's the name.
No.
Yeah.
What?
So that's why you like.
Oh,
him.
same
No, that's
name.
not why.
Oh, right.
That's not why I like
He's what you aspire to
His
be.
opinion-
Look at the hairstyle. Look at the hairstyle. Look at that. Look at that. Just look
His
at
opinion
that.
is not counted.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah,
go to
so
Lando.
you guys have the rest. What do you think about M'Baku?
Baku
It's
had
the best.
nice like character growth, character growth over it. Like he starts a certain way, and then it's very interesting. Like that.
That's very, never mind.
Very well.
Whelming.
Well,
Yeah, like that's very baseline. Anybody else have
See,
it?
I thought.
Walai.
Hey,
Baku, second best character.
who's your first?
Second
Killmonger.
best,
Killmonger.
Oh,
is
yeah,
your
yeah. Nah, same for
Yeah.
you, man.
Same
Yeah.
for you.
I mean, when I heard the Nigerian accent, I was like, oh, yeah.
Straight.
That's it.
Yeah. But you know
and
he's
the guy had so much sarcasm, the humor was
Yes.
there. I mean,
Are you
Are you done?
Yeah.
Serious,
But
me,
it's
I was
funny because
like-
when he started, the very first thing he said, I don't remember what it was, but he sounded American.
Yeah.
Challenged.
And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden he starts with "We have watched," and I'm like, oh wow, he
Yeah.
really does sound African, you
Yeah.
know. But that was
Yeah.
cool.
And he was one of the characters whose accents didn't sound forced. or
Yeah.
didn't sound-
Yeah.
He's actually my third.
He's my third as well.
Yeah, because I start off with Killmonger, and then it's Okoye,
Okoye.
and then M'Baku and Shuri. That's it. Wow.
I liked M'Baku because he was funny. He was
Yeah, I thought
legit.
he was my favorite. I
Yeah,
agree with
he
you.
was legit
He was
funny.
hilarious.
The few scenes he
Yeah.
showed up in,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
stole the show.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, somebody even said there should be a buddy cop movie with him and T'Challa. Yeah, really good. Like,
But remember the scene where Shuri's like, we should take him to the lab. I can save him, and then he goes like,
Yeah.
take him.
take him.
Yes.
You would have read in seconds.
Yeah. And when T'Challa was like, I also need an army. I was like,
He was like, yes.
You will. No.
and that was so maybe because he was
He
very
did it with
funny.
a straight face as well.
Yeah.
I thought that's what sold it as well.
Yeah.
Especially the vegetarian scene.
Yes.
Oh
I will feed you to my children. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what makes it even more funny is he laughs at his own joke.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm funny. Yeah.
One of my best scenes in the movie is when they show up. So like when the heat of the battle,
Yeah.
then you just hear, and the audience knew
Yeah.
who was coming.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, yo.
Another good scene was when Killmonger saw Shuri and just pointed at her. I felt like,
Yes.
you better find a way
Yes.
to
Yeah.
survive.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was very, very
I think for
intense.
both of them, like Shuri and
M'Baku.
Baku.
not M'Baku,
Killmonger.
when Killmonger does that.
Yeah.
Who's the other lady?
Oh,
Lupita's-
Nakia.
Yeah, Nakia.
Nakia
He does it
actually
for
held
both
her
of them.
own.
Yeah.
She held her own. I was really surprised. And she points out the fact that she's not a Dora, but there she is striking proper hits at Killmonger.
Dressed
And-
like one of them too.
Yeah, but she did great. She did really
Do
good.
you guys think there's a deeper meaning to M'Baku making monkey sounds at the white guy?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, and it was.
I think yes.
Yeah.
There was,
I thought
So
it was.
I wanted to
Yes,
skip.
It was.
over
It was.
this.
I
Yeah.
know. It was such great juxtaposition. I
Yes.
loved it.
Another thing is, right, it could have gone really wrong, that scene, but they managed to pull it off well
Yes.
without any problems. 'Cause
Yes.
then you have the whole racist
And
angle
even,
Yeah.
things.
even when he goes like, I'll feed you to my children,
yeah.
the whole thing back then they used to think we're savages.
Right,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
everything. He goes on and say, oh, we are vegetarians.
Vegetarians,
Like that was really, really
No,
good.
The thing about M'Baku is he embodies this African pride. He embodies this independent, we don't need you sort of pride.
Yeah.
Remember when Ramona is praying to the ancestors when they cover T'Challa up with snow and he turns and he looks at everybody like,
What are you doing
better
here?
Yeah,
turn,
you better.
man."
Yeah.
And
Show
they're
some
like,
respect.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think he represents that part of African heritage
pride.
that is proud
About what
and
it
still
is.
very confident in itself.
So,
You know how we've diluted ourselves in
Yeah.
many different respects, but he's like that Afrocentric guy, who's he's exiled from the
Yeah, but he
Wakandans,
doesn't
but he
care.
doesn't think that's their way of life. Like he's a very we're not doing
He
it this
respects
way, we're doing
tradition.
it he respects
tradition.
tradition.
Yeah.
Remember what he says about Shuri?
Shuri, yes.
You know,
Yes.
this
She
girl whose
scoffs
coughs are
tradition.
tradition.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he's very, guttural in that field, and
No, I
that's
mean,
what his part
and he
comes
also
from.
cares about Wakanda because as much as he doesn't want to be a part of it or like they're away from them, he says that their technology is being run by a kid
True.
and he's not very happy about it. So he obviously cares about Wakanda.
Yes.
Who stole the show?
I think Shuri also stole the show.
Stole the
Yes,
show.
she did. Shuri. I didn't know Shuri was 16 years old. I found that hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came up as a bit
She was smart.
mature.
Yeah. Like 21, 22. You know.
No. She was such a kid because that moment when she says the real question of what the hell are those? Like that was such a kid thing.
Now, you see, this is
obsessed with American culture.
And she is.
And even the soldiers, like the black and white people.
By the way,
But
did you guys get the Back to the Future reference?
The shoes.
The shoes.
Yeah.
The shoes says
Yes,
Daddy
yes.
used to watch all
Yes,
those.
yeah.
That's Back to the Future.
Yes.
Hoverboards?
It was like it's just like riding a Hoover. It's like you guys have. He was so shocked.
Like, but have we talked about Everett Ross and how bumbling he is?
Yeah, like he felt so out of place. But curious.
Some people, you know, you need someone relatable.
And we needed a talking white guy.
Tolkien white guy.
Talking white guy.
Can we talk about Okoye, please?
Okoye.
I actually want to see her fight Black Widow.
Oh, how?
It's-
It won't be a
it's not
fight.
gonna be a
Like
fair
that
fight.
Yeah, I just want to see what
It won't
will
last.
happen.
Nah, it won't like 5
won't
seconds.
Because even in Civil War, T'Challa passes comments like, as exciting as this would be to see, we don't have the time when he was talking when
Yeah.
Widow was
Wait,
trying.
just move on.
But I would really like to see.
Widow try that her stupid headlock she does with her.
No, she's a little unhinged.
But you think that the Durham Elijah won't be?
But she's the best warrior they've ever had, or something
Yeah.
like that. So
She's the best Wakandan warrior.
warrior. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
are they? Is it going to be a stalemate? Would you feel cheated?
I mean, she
Nah,
Black
I
Widow
don't
will
think
lose
it's
the fight.
uses
gonna be
underhanded
fair.
tactics, right? And she'll, like you said, fight with honor. So yeah.
She'll get you.
I don't.
I really like the representation of women in this movie as a whole. Like
Yeah.
very fierce,
Yeah.
strong
Yeah.
characters. And they didn't need the men to make decisions. They made the decisions.
Yeah.
Like I really like that part.
But
Yeah.
talking about how the women, like, okay, so Durham Elijah, so you guys are warriors, singers, dancers.
Yeah.
They're
They're
awesome.
black women.
Yeah. Multitask. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a very good. They are black women.
No, I think it was a very
See, he
enlightening
was raised by a good
movie,
woman.
like generally.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Yeah.
There was nothing that felt out of place.
Place, yes.
You know, and they told everything told a really positive story.
Sorry, yeah.
You know, there was like you called something gun, right? But
Yeah.
everything
Chekhov's gun.
fit so well into the
Yeah.
plot. You know, and the image they created. You know, I love the fact that the Durham Elijah are an independent thing, but they fight as a unit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all of those things spoke to like the communal nature of Africa and how we are brought up and stuff like that. There were all these like little cues that I found so
There are a
awesome.
few negative ones. The way Africans really stand by tradition, that it forces, sometimes it derails them from progressing. When they're supposed to evolve,
you know
they
what?
always.
Give it 8.5. I
So,
think that's the highest I've given.
so is it an 8 or an 8?
It's an 8.5.
I'll give it a 9.
Okay.
And I will watch it again. Matter of fact, I have to be there right now, so
Oh, okay.
I'll see you guys.
Bye bye.
Have fun.
8.7.
This is an IMDb rating.
87%.
87%.
Yeah, 8.7.
IMDb.
Overall experience 9.5.
Okay, so I give it an 8.5.
I will give it an 8.5 as well.
So this review was, as you can see, very emotional. Yeah, I'm actually tired. Like I'm very drained right now because this was. I didn't want to be all sentimental about this movie and everything, but with all the talk, I realized that I needed to go into the deep end. And thank you guys for everything. This was fun. This was eye-opening. I hope people will learn. I feel like for once there's a moral to this story.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm proud that we are doing something as well. And I'm tired, but I hope you guys enjoy this comments because this Black Panther is a big deal. Whether you like it or not, it is a big deal. It may be a big deal for the right or wrong reasons to you, but it's still a big deal. So just get into the comment section, let us know how you feel, and we will talk about it. Social media day, Charlie. We will talk about it. So
Wakanda forever.
I just want to give a shout out to Geeksco for the amazing t-shirts he made and
Yo.
this one here, and I think in Archie were in the previous one, and like all the help he gave Couch Critics, I think he did a really good job. So yeah.
Awesome.
all right.
Bob Pixel.
Oh yeah,
Bob
oh my
Pixel.
God, thank Thank
Bob
you.
Pixel for the promo photos. Yo, you're awesome, man. You're awesome. And then a shout out to Silverberg as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to Couch Critics. What?
Couch Critics, what?
All right, guys. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Hey, Auntie. This is Omi's Homies here, man. OT, OB, Omi. We're releasing a mixtape soon. But before that, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Wait. But first. What?